Tonight on Coyote Sports, the women's basketball team 4-game winning streak has been snapped, and both men's and women's track teams are tallying record-breaking performances. I'm Brandon Noel.
And I'm Sean Bauer. The men and women's swimming and diving teams battled UND on Saturday, and in the Bauer Beat, I give you my take on the upcoming Super Bowl. First, the headlines. Taylor?
On Sunday, Duke head basketball coach Mike Krzyzewski became the first Division I men's basketball coach to reach 1,000 career wins. Krzyzewski is now 98 wins shy of breaking the record, which would make him the all-time winningest coach in NCAA history. The current record was set by former Tennessee women's basketball coach Pat Summitt. Kobe Bryant underwent surgery on Monday to repair a torn right rotator cuff, ending his season. This is the third straight year that Bryant's season will end early due to injury. Bryant, who's the NBA's third leading scorer of all time, will be entering his 19th season in the league next year, which is causing some to speculate whether Bryant has played his final NBA game. Cleveland Browns wide receiver Josh Gordon has failed another drug and alcohol test and will likely be suspended for the upcoming 2015 NFL season. This is Gordon's third suspension since entering the NFL in 2012, which includes a 10-game suspension earlier this year. Brandon Vandenberg and Corey Batty, two former Vanderbilt University football players, have been convicted of aggravated rape and sexual battery. Yesterday, Vandenberg and Batty were convicted for the 2013 rape of a 21-year-old female student at Vanderbilt. Both men face decades of prison time when they are sentenced on March 6th. And those are your headlines.
Thanks, Taylor. The Coyote women's basketball team's 4-game winning streak was snapped on Saturday as they lost 68-43 to IUPUI. USD cut the lead to 3 with 12 minutes left in the game, but the Jaguars outscored the Coyotes 27-5 for the victory. Nicole Seekamp led all USD players with 11 points. The women are now 15-5 overall and 5-2 in the conference. They return to the Dakota Dome Wednesday as they face Denver in a rematch of the conference tournament final from last year. Senior women's basketball player Rochelle Contreras has been named the Coyote Athlete of the Week. The senior averaged 24.5 points per game in the Coyotes' wins against NDSU and SDSU. She also scored a career-high 32 points against the Jackrabbits. Contreras leads the Coyotes this season in scoring with an average of 17.4 points per game. And this is the leading three-pointer shooter in the Summit League.
The USD men's basketball team also fell to IUPUI Saturday, 65-50. The Jaguars held the Coyotes to their lowest scoring output of the season and shot 58% from the field to end a 4-game skid against USD. Tyler Larson led the Coyotes with 10 points, and Trey Norris added 9 in the loss. The men are now 10-11 overall and 4-3 in the conference. USD returns to the Dakota Dome Thursday for a 3-game homestand as they take on Fort Wayne. The USD men's track and field team took first place, and the women took second at the Jim Emmerich Alumni Invitational in Brookings on Saturday. The teams combined to win 7 events and set 3 new school records. Zach Snyder set a record in discus, Katie Wetstein in the mile run, and Danielle Waldner in the indoor shot put. Wetstein also placed first in the women's 3,000-meter run, and Snyder tied for first with fellow Coyote Kyle McKelvey in the men's shot put. Other winners for the Coyotes included Mak Do Gioke in the 600-meter run and Tivaski Lewin in the 60-meter hurdles. The Coyotes compete next on Friday in Minneapolis at the Jack Johnson Classic.
It was senior night this weekend and the Coyotes broke 3 records, but that wasn't enough as the USD swimming team and diving fell to UND. Sophomore Sam Shutt broke the 800-meter freestyle record that's been held for 6 years. Shutt also won the 100 and 400 freestyle. Junior Chase Testa broke a school diving record by scoring 288 points. The women fell 172 to 121, and the men fell 169 to 129. Both teams are preparing for the Summit League Championship February 18th in Indianapolis. Sam Shutt and Grayson Herding were both named Summit League Swimmer and Diver of the Week. This is the 5th time Shutt has received the honor this year, and the 9th time for Herding. Both Shutt and Herding won every event they've competed in during their duels against SDSU and UND. In this week's sports commentary, now called the Bauer Beat, Sean Bowers tells us why he's not very excited about the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl is this Sunday, and for me, I can't remember a Super Bowl in recent memory that hasn't interested me one bit as this one has. Maybe it's the constant coverage of Deflategate and who knew what and who did what. Or maybe it's the way too in-depth discussion of the Seahawks and Patriots game from 2 years ago and what was said between Tom Brady and Richard Sherman. More than likely, though, it's that I just don't like either team. On one side, you have the Seahawks. They're the kings of the trash talk and the defending champs. So it would be great to see them lose. Plus, I can't stand how many bandwagon fans they have now. It's easy to be a fan of a team for 2 years when they win. Wait till they start losing and let's see how many 12s there really are. On the other side, you have the Patriots, the cheaters of the league. I hate the Patriots because they're good. They have arguably the greatest coach and quarterback in NFL history, and I can't stand them. However, both will forever be linked to their infamous Spygate and now Deflategate controversies, so at least I got that going for me. As for the game, it's a pick your poison matchup for me. No matter who wins, I won't be happy. So I guess I'll just have to decide which team winning is the lesser of two evils. For the Bauer Beat, I'm Sean Bauer.